This event, 2 out of 3 falls, 45-minute time limit, 240 pounds, and a good winner from Seattle, Washington, Greg Valentine. 235 pounds to my left from Houston, Texas, Tiger Conway Jr.
So this event, 2 out of 3 falls with a 45-minute time limit, is a semifinal event here at the Sam Houston Coliseum. Greg Valentine. That is a magnificent robe. The Valentine motif expressed in hearts, but just so you won't make any error, the Valentine name on there. Greg Valentine, who is a look-alike of his brother John, who is not at ringside here tonight. Greg with that flair for keeping his opponents waiting, for getting the psychological advantage that has been a trademark of the Valentine family. I don't know what the byplay is up there between the Tiger and Greg Valentine, but evidently it was not to the liking of Tiger Conway Jr. So referee Danny McShane has called for the bell. It had sounded, and I was watching Greg Valentine, like most of these fans who were probably not aware that the bell had sounded. But the event is for 2 out of 3 falls. And here are 2 men who are well matched physically, well matched in the matter of experience. Greg is heavier. Greg is rougher in style. Roughness has always been another Valentine trademark. Tiger Conway, we may forget to tack the junior on there, but we would remind you that he is a junior and that his father wrestled before him and was a great favorite with fans all over this portion of the world. Greg Valentine, who wants to set the pace in this match to conform with what he thinks should be done. And both of them cautious, as well they might be. You notice the speed with which Greg got underneath that rope. He knew he was vulnerable. He was in the corner as Tiger made the fast move toward him. And Tiger that time moved away from that leg drop that Greg Valentine was using. He was trying to get a forward trip on him there and didn't make it. And Tiger Conway Jr. is keeping his legs well away from Greg Valentine. Reasoning, of course, that the figure 4 leg lock that Greg Valentine has used to reach the high point that he has attained in wrestling is a very dangerous hold. Side headlock for the Tiger. And he's hanging on like a tiger, too. The Tiger, good solid grip with that arm. Nice move. And an even better one. And there come the educated feet of Tiger Conway Jr. Conway in control of this match right now. Greg Valentine, the man who earlier, oh no, it was last week, in the just about 10 days before this match, battled Bob Backlund in the Madison Square Garden. Bob Backlund, the WWF champion, and and before a crowd that turned thousands away from New York's Madison Square Garden. But Greg Valentine is not going to be happy until he takes over top spot in Texas wrestling, where his brother John was such an outstanding favorite for so many years. I say favorite because he always had respect, even though people didn't always cheer for John Valentine. They don't always cheer for Greg either, but respect he'll have to earn. Tiger backed up and whoa! He came back nicely.
5 minutes.
5 minutes have gone by. No falls yet. 5 minutes deep into a 2 out of 3 fall match that packs a time limit of 45 minutes. And that's what Greg Valentine was at. Whoa! He was after it. He didn't get it that time either. He got into the opening stages of that hold, but that was as far as he got. So Greg Valentine's trying to set up a target, but it hasn't worked. The bionic elbow didn't catch its target and did not destroy the ring turnbuckle either. So the Tiger trying to set him up, and set him up he does. Warning from referee Irish Danny McShane spoiled the best laid plans of the Tiger. Notice how he hooked that arm. Greg Valentine tried to hook Tiger's arm right around the elbow. And this quick switching of holds, Tiger is trying to prove to Valentine that anything he can do, Tiger can do that much better and that much faster. There's the twist on the arm, but Valentine tried to bend that arm to get it back under his own control. But you notice that Tiger took advantage of it by going with the move and then snapping it back again. Good move by Tiger Conway. He's got a good grip on the arm, and he is strengthening it and paying attention to the small matter of the position of the arm. And Greg Valentine aimed, oh, he caught it. That miss could cost him a fall, I'll tell you that. Tiger is determined that he's going to keep after Valentine. He's got him literally spread-eagled in that corner. So the Tiger moves in and starts to punish him high and low. That time, Greg Valentine put the block to the headbutt. He got his forearm up there and put a stop to it. And you can see now that he's reaping the advantages of that one move that put the Tiger on the defensive instead of putting himself in position to continue to punt. Whoa! His head's hanging over that timekeeper's table, and when he came down there, he snapped that wallop with the elbow right into the throat and knocked his head back up against nothing. But that was the dangerous part of it, that as he was hanging off of there, his head was susceptible to not only to the blow but to the snapping of the neck. Conway caught a mean wallop that time. And if you think you've seen that blow before, you're right. That was a favorite wallop of Johnny Valentine. 10 minutes have gone by. 35 minutes remain in this match. No fall yet. Outside, Tiger Conway Jr. Here he is now trying to look for the opportunity to climb back in that ring without getting splattered. He's not finding it. And again, as he lays it in there, he finds tender territory. Greg Valentine trying to make sure that Conway does not get back into that ring in full possession of all of his abilities. Fans now trying to encourage Tiger Conway to move back into that ring and trying to encourage Danny McShane to move Greg Valentine out of there and give young Tiger a chance to get back in. That worked for Tiger Conway and worked beautifully. And he's giving him a lesson in fisticuffs right now. Well-placed blows. Trouble for Greg Valentine as Tiger Conway Jr. lays it in there with a vengeance. And this time with a headbutt that is just right. And Tiger is trying to apply the coup de grace right now. He says, how about one more? The fans all over the place raise up that one hand and one finger. One more he wants. One more he's going to need. Greg Valentine in headbutt trouble. He is just collided with the immovable object. Leg buster, and here he goes after that leg to try to keep punishing it, and Greg is on the defensive. Trouble for Greg Valentine. Here is, well, you want to put your head to good use. And right here, it's Tiger Conway trying to weaken the underpinnings of Greg Valentine. And Valentine is obviously weakened at this particular point. Conway, eager. Oh, man, he flattened him on that gun. And Greg Valentine has hooked him and rolled him over. He almost had a cradle hold on him there to pin him, and it came mighty close. Hot exchange. But right now, it's Tiger Conway's advantage. Advantage Conway. And one or two more like that, and he's going to have this first fall. Oh, man, he caught that in the back of the neck. That didn't hit him on the head. That was a rabbit punch, and that was tough to take. And he drove that knee right on the inside of the thigh, and he's going for the figure four leg lock, and Tiger Conway is in bad trouble. Bad trouble. If he hangs on too long, he won't answer the bell for that second fall. You can bet your boots on that. And there is Danny McShane asking Tiger Jr. if he wants to quit. And Tiger is not quitting. But that is not a good thing. This is only the first fall of this match. There's the call for the bell. If he had quit 30 seconds sooner, he might have saved himself some punishment. And right now, Tiger is caught, and the referee trying to untangle the legs. The first fall goes to Greg Valentine with a hold that has put a lot of good people on the shelf. Solid grip, the figure four leg lock. We'll be back here in a moment. We'll have more action for you. We'll have the second fall, if Tiger can answer the bell, right after we have this word from the studio. Tiger Conway is still down. We are under 10 seconds. Greg Valentine waiting impatiently.
3, 2, 1.
There is the bell for the start of the second fall. That means that Tiger Conway Jr. could be counted down, and if he is unable to rise, and this match could end right here and right now. But Greg Valentine has made the contact to get Conway out of the corner and into the ring. You can see what he's doing. He is standing on the knee that he has injured with the figure four leg lock, the grip that won the second fall for him. And here he goes. The preliminary move to tying up his legs. And Conway now sounds as though he's going to quit. He has not said so. He is facing us. He is not facing you. We can see from the look on his face that he is in trouble. But we can see from the look on the face of Greg Valentine that he is thoroughly enjoying the fact that he has got Tiger tied up. He had a grin on his face a mile wide, but he has not yet forced Tiger Conway Jr. into capitulation. The double bar toe hold. And there it is. He's got him tied up tight now. Legs, one arm, that knee in the back in backbreaker fashion. It just solidifies everything else. It ties the two holes together. And Greg Valentine can't get that right arm of Tiger Conway's, and that could be the key to getting out of this. But it's going to take a lot of punishment and absorption of punishment. There, he has made the turnbuckle. Oh, man. Now that would jar you. Trouble for Tiger Conway as Greg Valentine moves in, and this is something you don't often see. He has a method in what he's doing. He is now working toward punishing those legs more. He has not made the move for the figure four leg lock. But outside goes the Tiger. He tried to stand up, and his knees buckled underneath him, and he fell to the concrete. Greg Valentine is looking for an accolade from the fans for what he has accomplished. There's Tiger trying now to get that leg working. And now the count, of course, will be interrupted. This could work to Tiger Conway's advantage. He slammed him into the chair here at ringside. And now with the Tiger sprawled all over the concrete, and his second hovering over him, trying to help him up. It's the left leg that's giving Tiger trouble. Greg Valentine is eager and anxious. And now Tiger started in, he broke the count, and he'll get another 20 on the outside of the ring now. He went in and out, Now as he makes it around the ring, you can see him hobbling, but you can also see that he is getting just a little bit stronger, and he felt he was strong enough to get back in, and that's what counts. And now if he can just keep it going, but he is over anxious. It's his left leg tied around that bottom rope, and Tiger runs right smack into trouble again. But he's using those legs, and the more he uses them, the better off it's going to be for them. The circulation and the restoration will be that much faster. So that last wallop did the Tiger cause a lot of good. He come up there and was able to flatten him and maybe slow up Greg Valentine a little. But Greg isn't hitting high. He's hitting at that leg. Oh, that one caught beautifully. There again, as Tiger comes around, he finds what he's looking for. The jaw of Greg Valentine. Five minutes have gone by, and Greg Valentine grabs the leg. Now he's going for the figure four. He decided that it was time because he was losing his advantage. It didn't quite work out that way for him. And now he may have lost his advantage altogether, as Tiger is in a good position to defend himself. Fans now with a go, go, go. They are urging Tiger Conway to move in there. So Greg Valentine sacrificed his head to move in and grab that leg, and it may have been a good trade. Now Valentine trying to capitalize on the punishment of the first fall, and so far in this second fall of this match, by continuing to work on that leg. And here's a snapping, driving pull on that leg down into the turnbuckle. So Tiger is in trouble. Greg Valentine leaves him on the concrete, moves back into the ring with confidence, and we're looking now. Now you can see Tiger. McShane tolling the count. And Tiger's fans, again with that staccato clapping, urging him. Here's Tiger, not yet in a good position, I can tell you that. He has not given any indication that that leg is going to be everything he wants it to be. The bionic elbow battering the leg of Tiger Conway. And again, as he comes down there, he smashes away at it. Figure four leg lock, and this could be it. Tiger Conway being asked to quit by Danny McShane. It's a rugged spot, a tough spot for the youngster, and he is shaking that head of his and saying no, and he is pounding the canvas. Here he, with that Japanese leg lock, Valentine, as he rises up, is also leaning back, and he's able to get the full weight of his body, but he didn't like what he was doing. He's changing it now. Bar toe hold. And he slaps Tiger across the face and tells him to give up. It infuriates Valentine that the Tiger is not giving up. And Tiger rolled out nicely, and it's a mad Tiger as he springs up to his feet now and starts to batter away at Greg Valentine. Valentine knows what he wants. Oh! He smashed in there just around his jaw went into that top turnbuckle, and Tiger now has a respite. He may not have a new lease on life, but he sure has a moment's respite from the punishment that was coming his way. Greg with a side head. Here he comes at you. Diving headbutt. This could be the fall for Conway. He's on top. That's it. The equalizing fall. So Tiger Conway Jr. equalizes falls by driving his head into Greg Valentine as Greg was coming toward him. So with the second working on Greg, with Tiger Conway trying now to give that leg just a moment's rest, we tell you we'll be back here right after we have this word from the studio. There is Greg Valentine. There are about 10 seconds remaining in this intermission period, and Greg has not yet risen to his feet. In the opposite corner, Tiger Conway is up, trying to get those legs to working properly. The bell finds Greg almost in the same difficult position in which the Tiger found himself at the end of fall number one. But falls are even. This is the third, the deciding fall. And Greg Valentine is trying his best to change the direction of Tiger Conway Jr.'s temper. And all I can do is to accentuate it as Tiger moves in and takes hold of the head of Greg Valentine and rips him across the face and across the eyes. And now he's got him where Greg is having his problems. Greg is not sure where Tiger is, but he's trying to go on the defensive with an offense. But Greg Valentine here is shaking off blows that in Valentine tradition. Tiger Jr. wants to throw Greg Valentine someplace, but he can't pry him loose from those ropes. There again, that foot helps. He may get him. He fell into the ropes. He gets a count, I believe, but I'm not sure. Danny McShane is counting. So Greg Valentine now has gotten into a position to break the count. And he just barely made it up to his feet. He just oozed up to his feet. And Tiger Jr. wants to get him where he'll have a good chance of finishing it. A block for that driving kick puts Tiger in good position, and he knows what to do with it. You can see where he's kicking. He's kicking at the under part of the thigh. Can't give Valentine an opening. He's going to make the most of it. Here's a hot exchange. Whoa! Whoa! A solid smash, and now it's Junior on the move, and you see that driving wallop. And oh man! And Tiger Conway Jr. is down, and Greg Valentine had his foot on the ropes, and referee Irish Danny McShane was down where he could not see it. He could not see it, and listen to the storm of protest here as Greg Valentine has his hand raised, and Danny McShane gets deposited on his rump here by Valentine, who, as the grip is questioned, and Referee Bronco Lubitsch has come into the ring to show exactly what happened. And he's trying to... And McShane has reversed the decision. He has reversed the decision on Greg Valentine, who was using the ropes illegally. He stood here at the, literally, stood on the ropes. He had his foot up against the ropes, was pushing forward. He had Tiger Conway jackknife. The shoulders were down, and referee Irish Danny McShane counted for 3. But the crowd here is really in an uproar as the decision is reversed. The win goes from Greg Valentine to Tiger Conway Jr. A win that really reversed an ugly situation.